This is called the light aligned. As we laid there lined, 1 and 2, we stargazed those lights in that psychedelic room. As we laid there lined, me and you, the beach sand imprinted one silhouette of 2. Just as those lights traveled the ceiling in that psychedelic room, we traveled like stellar evolution to a new stage to gaze the stars across the sea where we first kissed, us two. Just as the art museum's replica of constellations manifested into the creator's starry brushstroke, we morphed from average star platonic hesitations into a red star of substantial growth. As we traveled like light, I assumed we'd explode like a supernova, becoming a black hole soon. Yet our foundation was built on the sun, so we shone on through. Oh, since charm is deceptive and beauty flees, we planted our stream by the water, or our tree by the water, to send its roots by the stream. Oh, at times the light in the sky shone down in ways not quite right. The light brushed a new stroke of paint a few hundred miles high. But we had nothing to fear when the heat came, because the leaves were still green. No worry during drought, because fruit still grew on our tree. As I laid and gazed blue waves of the Appalachians from the window of my room, you laid roads away to gaze the waves of the ocean blue. Dun illuminates how laity lust draws strength from mere flesh. They're like a bush planted on tangling soil. Heat and turmoil fails prosperity when they don't expect. Yet our trees planted in the living stream, where our roots are constantly soaked. No drought of distance would have left the roots choked. Just as a red dwarf travels above the earth, underneath us were many annihilating storms, but we floated safely above the windy curve. As you traveled in planes for our bodies to align, 1 and 2, you rid us of technology's astronomic bills, and I in cars did too. Though each greeting led to inevitable departures soon, each mile then like a light year grew, but our red dwarf didn't become fused. Since charm is deceptive and beauty flees, we planted our tree by the water to send its roots by the stream. Oh, at times the light in the sky shone down in ways not quite right. The light brushed a new stroke of paint a few hundred miles high. But we had nothing to fear when the heat came, because the leaves were still green. No worry during drought, because fruit still grew on our tree. As I reside here again, our bodies align, 1 and 2. No light years interrupting our gaze of the waves and view of the ocean blue. I realize you're the best, companions both overlap and test. As we cycle like a nebula, I realize we're the puzzle piece to enclose each other's gaps. You're the Big Dipper leading the Little Dipper, as the North Star guides and connects our path.